1, 2. Can you hear me now? That should be working. Yeah, so just using the VWAP as my risk. If it breaks below the VWAP, then I get out. And we're 2k up, so I've got a little bit of a cushion on this right now. I was expecting it to move back up to the highs of 950s and above. This had a really good run yesterday. It went up to kind of $13. So between this and NKTX, which I think will potentially have another run today, I think Veru could have a run today. So I think there's, you know, they've held a lot of the gains, as it were. So yeah, I changed the port on my microphone because it was cutting out. So I was using the port replicator, the dock. I plugged it direct into the PC. Hopefully it won't cut out now, and I'll get the direct feed, as it were. I'm just consolidating around the $9 region. It's which is fine. I've got the support of $9, and then I've got the VWAP directly underneath it. So my VWAP, which is 95, 895. So I've got the VWAP as my stop. Got to 95. We didn't break under it. That's what I'm waiting for. Break under 95. And bounced at 90. Bounced on the VWAP again. Do you know what? I'm just going to get out of this. It's 1270. That's a decent start. It's a decent start. Yeah, right to get it, because it's broke for the first time, broke under the VWAP now. So we've started okay. Okay, so how are you guys? How are you feeling, Phil? Matty, how are things with you guys? You have a good day yesterday? How you feeling about today? All right, let me configure the stream properly now, whilst I've got a bit of time. Should be right. Looks about right to me. There we go, that'll do. Happy days. Oh, the TikTok stream, that takes a little bit more configuration than the YouTube. The YouTube and Twitch streams are easy to configure. You just select what you want to show, and away we go. With TikTok, because I'm having to film the recording, if you will, it's a pain in the hole. Okay, so let's get everybody in the stream. In the TikTok stream, tap the screen 10 times. it gets us over 100 likes. That what that will do is it shows engagement on the stream and encourages the algorithm to push it out to more people. It'd be nice to get a really good stream today. I've got a good feeling. It's midway through the week. We've got today included 3 trading days left of April, and we're starting in a good place. We've got 62,000. That's less a bit of change. 62,000 is the equity position. We've got almost 29,000 in profit on the month, which is for me, I'm happy with considering where we were. But we've got 3 days to improve on that. So 29,000. If we can get 10,000 each day, we'll get that up to 60,000. Actually, I want to get it to 50,000, but 50,000 profit would be lovely on the month. Similar to what we did months ago. Okay, so now NKTX. Oh, that's just low volume just yet. And I want to put my filters on. My filters on my scanners because it will distract me. Oh, end phase. There's a blast from the past. Reverse stock split. That's okay. Yeah, there's only Mutex Health really moving. I'm keeping an eye on the momentum scanners. Mutex Health is looking tasty for today. Looking like a potential continuation from yesterday. What's funny with this is that there is no specific news catalyst driving this. You can only think it's because it's a recent IPO. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. That should push the algorithm out to a few more. Or the algorithm should push the stream out to a few more. Are we not already in one, Adam? I would argue that we're already in one. But I think it's at this stage, the way that the market is, with the way inflation is, I think a recession is inevitable at this stage. It's just a case of how big the recession is and how far back we go and how long it takes to come out of it. We're in a bit of an issue. Hey, Mumbles. Well, I'm glad to hear I'm good for something. Is that from my YouTube video? Sorry to hear that, Finsky. You make it back. Can anyone spot the pattern there? There's a lot to go through. There's a lot to learn though, Mimbles. A lot to learn. Hey, Quace. Sorry to hear that. The stock that's currently on screen is Mutex Health. It was a big runner from yesterday. Hey, NASA. There's that to it, Finsky. Welcome to the stream, Playboy. Welcome, Alistair. That's not. That's a very bearish pattern that's set up there for Mutex. If I was short biased, I'd be taking a short position right about now. Potential. Yeah. Potential drop back down to kind of 840, 830. So, hey, Sorsha. There's your head, there's your left shoulder, there's your right shoulder. Well, that's looking very ominous. Left shoulder, right head, right. No, sorry. Left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. They usually break downwards. Don't always break downwards, but they usually break downwards. Good luck to you as well, Sorsha. Not feeling good about the markets. The Nasdaq is up on the day. In fact, most of the markets are green on the day, but just they're still below the VWAP. If I look at the Dow Jones, for example, it's below the VWAP. SPY below the VWAP. The Nasdaq below the VWAP. The Russell below the VWAP. But whilst it's green on the day and above yesterday's closing price, that doesn't really fill me with a lot of confidence, given that we had such a sell-off yesterday. So the VWAP's only just catching up, but it's still downwards trending. Well, hey Darren. Well, Quez Kandri, let's it already did go up, so I caught it on this pullback here. On the 5 minute, it's a little bit easier to see. Could be. So I caught it on this pullback here on the 5 minute. I got in there for the move up, and we tried again here, but it didn't work out. So we got it. We were about 2,500 up at one stage. When I started the stream, I was about 2,500 up, and then we gave some back. So we gave about half of it back. So we're not doing too bad. 1,200 to start the day in profit. It's a cushion to start with, and we'll look for more profits later. This is probably going to go down before it goes up. because if I zoom out, you can see the head and shoulders pattern that we've got here on the 1 minute. There's the one shoulder, there's your head, and there's the other shoulder, and they break down. As you can see here, it's breaking down. Look at it. I would like to see a bounce at about 8:30, I think. Right, okay. I didn't notice that, Alistair. I'll have to I'll have to go in the config later and see what's happened there. Alright, so we've got NKTXs up on the day slightly. Got Mattel. Low volume, but just moved 12%. Bear with me, guys. I'll be back in a second. And he's back. What does it say? I've never used the With Simple app there, Quays Kandri, but have a look on the website. Probably not. If it's an app, first and foremost, those apps like eToro, With Simple, Revolut even, very often you can't buy out of hours, and very often it's only a subset of the market as well. So just be careful with those apps. I don't know. I've never used With Simple, so have a look on the website and see what the trading hours are, if at all. You can trade crypto 24/7. You can trade the indices 24/5, I think, 23/5, something like that. Most of these apps. Okay, I'll switch Mutex back on again. Phil, yeah. So we had that push down to 840, like I predicted, and now it's moving back up again. $9. All right, we're back above the VWAP. I was happy enough to take this position here on the VWAP because pulled all the way to the VWAP, then we got the next move up, one above the VWAP. Good morning, Tommy. How are you? A little bit of resistance at the VWAP, $9. I was using $9 in the VWAP as a double support earlier, but went through that. Rode this up. We got out on the second doji, then we got back in here for the break of the VWAP. 904, I think it was in at this stage, and I was using $9, and then the VWAP was $8.95. So I was effectively giving it 10 cents to I thought we'd get support at the $9 level on the VWAP, but it just didn't. But when it started pulling back to the VWAP, you've got this head and shoulders formation there anyway, so it was kind of the writing was on the wall that it was going to fail. So what else is moving today, guys? AGRX is looking big on the scanners, but it's a 40-to-1 reverse stock split. That's why that's looking big on the scanners. It isn't actually a move up. Other than that, the only gap we've got with volume is Mutex Health at the moment. So I'm really concentrating on the momentum scanners instead of the gap scanner right now, and that's been kind of the story. I mean, we do have a different story. There's some smaller stocks that smaller price stocks, sub $3. I'll just show you guys sub $3 stocks that are moving. So we've got Cosmos Holdings, which is up quite a bit, 140% on the day. 266 at the moment. Might get over $3. If it gets over $3, then it could be something I'll be interested in. Depends how extended it is. We've got AFIB, not looking great in terms of the pattern at the moment, but it is up 50% on the day, and it looks like potentially it's the smaller price stocks that are making the moves. But like yesterday, we had Evoc yesterday, if you recall, that moved huge. What did it end up doing in the end? I remember it just sold off. So look at this on the 60-minute chart. We had this huge pop-up pre-market, and then it sold off all the rest of the regular hours. It actually popped up this morning first thing, and then selling off again there. So if you look at it on the 5-minute, we had the pop-up at 4 AM and it's selling off. So Evoc might make another move today, don't know. It was a good catalyst if I remember rightly. It's currently down just over a percentage point. But wasn't it, didn't they get exclusivity on some nasal drops or eye drops or something? I can't remember off the top of my head. They got some manufacturing exclusivity for from the FDA, and that's why it moved up. So wouldn't surprise me to see it make a continuation today. It did went up from kind of 40 cents up to $1.40, so a whole dollar move, and then sold off after the open. But it didn't sort of sell all the way off. It didn't retrace all the way, so it could still make a move up. So if you like the smaller price stocks, go for your life. I'll stick to what's working for me. Good morning, not very well. Any idea about SONM? Got lots of ideas about SONM, but I can tell you. So this is the 5-minute chart. You can see selling off yesterday, very low, very small range. You love these low price stocks, Quays Candry. You know, any particular reason why you like these small price stocks? So the range, there isn't any. Low volume. Let's look at it on the 60-minute chart. Let's look at it on the daily chart. So since its pop back in March, it's just done nothing but sell off, and we'll probably enter another period of consolidation like we did from January through to March. Really, with Untitled, it needs another catalyst for another pop. And this is the thing with these penny stocks, is that you don't marry these stocks. Do not marry these stocks. They'll pop up and they'll have a really good day, or maybe a good week, i.e. 2 or 3 consecutive days. Like this one had 4 days in a row where it moved up, and then they'll just sell off, and they will not hold the gains. All of these penny stocks are like that. A lot of them are just garbage. A lot of them will not only will they not hold the gains, they'll actually sell off and end up becoming delisted or something. So don't expect, if you get in and start holding up at the highs, don't expect it to come back. That's what I'm saying with these penny stocks, these low float stocks. Just get in, make your gains, and get out. We don't want to be looking at these. If you're interested in the company and it's so maybe you work for them, maybe your husband or wife or significant other or your uncle's, aunties, dogs, cats, brother-in-law works for them, and you think, great, I'll give them a bit of support from that point of view. Yeah, by all means, take a punt and put a bit in it. But if you're looking to make money, don't marry these stocks. Don't hold them long term. Oh, that's a nice cup of tea. I make the world's best cup of tea. I really do. So back up to 15% on the day. This is where I like to get interested. So I'm just going to wait for $9. I want it north side of the VWAP before I take any more trades. I was north side of the VWAP before, so I'm not. I'll wait for the setup to come to me. Yorkshire tea in Ireland. Come on, this is Lion's tea. It's an Irish brand. Good cups of tea in Ireland. The British colonised the country well. We taught them all the finer things in life, like how to make a nice cup of tea. Well, that's the thing, Finsky. These small price stocks, you ride the momentum when they have a good day. You sell at the highs and get out, take your profits. When it pulls back, if it then has another good day further down the line, you've got more room to make profits with it. So, for example, go back to SONM for Sonim Technology. If we look at this on the daily again, so if we got in here, let's say we get in, we see it's popping up, we're getting at 70 cents, which is what it was seeing resistance at between January and March. We're getting it at 70 cents. Let's be generous and say 75 cents, $0.75 psychological level. So we got in at 75 cents and we rode it up. We don't hold these overnight. You never know what's going to happen. So when it starts to pull back, we get out at let's say 120. So on that basis, we've made 45 cents gains on the share. When it gaps down, which it does the following day, which is why we don't hold it overnight. So it finishes at 120, 121 on the 15th of March. It resumes the next day, so it sells off in the pre-market session, and it resumes the next day at 91 cents. So you've got a huge 20, 30 cent drop overnight, which is why you don't hold it overnight with these penny stocks. Yes, it does have another run up. So when it resumes at 90 cents, we wait for it to break the dollar and we ride it up for another move. We get another 20 cents on it. We sell because we don't want to hold these low cap stocks, these low float stocks overnight. And guess what? It gaps down. So it only gaps down, granted it gaps down 10 cents, but it resumes the next day 10 cents down and moves up again. And then when it moves up to 140, what happens? We don't hold it overnight, we leave it there, and when it resumes the next morning, it's resumed lower. It's resumed another 10 cents lower. Yes, it moves up to, oh, so no, it's actually, on that one particular one, it resumes pretty flat. It moves up to 150, almost 160. The day after, it's down at 125 when it resumes. So you don't want to hold these overnight because they may sell off overnight in the out of hours session. And then when they do sell, it's down now at 56 bucks. So if we got it at 75 in the first instance, when this next has another, if we're holding up there at 120, 130, hoping for it to come back, we've got to make up all of that gap between 50, 60 cents up to 130 before we even see any profits. Whereas if we sold up there and then watched it sell off, when it has its next run, we can get back in at say 75 cents and run it up to $1 and we'll make more gains. And that's the tactics you need to have with these small stocks. You don't marry them because long term they're not going to make you money. They're not going to give you dividends, so you're not going to make any money from dividends. If you put your mortgage in it, you're likely to lose your house. You just ride the momentum on any given day, take the profits intraday, and get out. Penny stocks are not betting on which is you're looking for catalysts. You're looking for stocks exhibiting a trend. And you're looking for patterns. So you want to give yourself an edge. You don't just take a stock because it's moving. You don't just take a set. You just don't just jump in because it's moving and take a setup and hope for the best, because that is gambling. You need to have a plan, and you need to, trade with a strategy in mind. And if you don't trade with a strategy in mind, then that's exactly what you are doing, Finsky. You're gambling. Whereas this new breed of trader stroke investor that's come into the market in the last 2 years since lockdown and the whole Wall Street bets meme stock movement, this buy it, hold it, never gonna sell, It's actually toxic. It started off as a joke. It's a meme. It started off as a joke, but too many people who are not educated on the markets think that's how you should trade. I buy a stock and I hold it, and eventually it will go to the moon. It won't. A lot of these stocks will never get, they'll have one good day, and you actually ride it for momentum on that given day, and that's the best they're ever going to see. Some of these stocks will sell off, and then they'll get delisted, and you won't ever get your money back. They'll end up being relegated to the OTC pink sheets. It's just don't marry these small crappy stocks. Yes, you might find a diamond in the rough from time to time, but that really is, you've got to do your due diligence and just not hoping for the best. If you find something that maybe it's a new technology stock and the technology is cutting edge, but because it's a new technology, that's why it's low. It's a startup. It's going through, you know, funding still. So it's a relatively new company that's just recently listed on the exchange, and you're getting in early. I remember when NEO was like that a couple of years ago, getting early at you know, whatever it was, $1.40 or something like that. This is the future. COSM, let's have a look. Osmo. Oh dear. Well, this is having a good day today. But you look at the chart, I would have to have a look at what's the catalyst on this? I did say it earlier. What did I put on my watch list there? So yeah, it's no significant catalyst. It's a high relative volume, but there's no significant catalyst. This worries me about Cosmos because we've had this sell-off for so long over this last month and a bit, 2 months. It's just a nothing but sell-off, and we've had a significant spike up today without a given catalyst. There's no specific news catalyst on this one. So, well, not that I can see. Correct me if there is a news catalyst that I've just not seen. Call it out in the chat, because I can't see a catalyst on this one, and that worries me. Is it a pump and dump? Is it being manipulated? That kind of thing. So just be careful with Cosmos. It might run, might continue up, but again, I wouldn't get married. Certainly wouldn't get married to this. Up at $3, $2, anywhere between $2 and $3. I certainly wouldn't get married to this. Just take your profits and run. Well, that's the whole point, Finsky. Tech stocks, great ideas and tech stocks are a dime a dozen, and that's what we're paying, 25 cents for 12 of them, you know. And then all of a sudden that technology gets a breakthrough, and it's now $12 for one, as opposed to, you know, one for $12, or one for 12 shares. So if you have that run up, take profits, but quite quickly as they move up, they can sell off as well, and most of them do. So 80 to 85% of these stocks that I've watched that make these significant gains up, a month later they're at the same price they started off at, if not lower. Just be careful. Yeah, so we've got Vivicore. So this has just popped up. Look at it on the 1 minute. Why? Oh, so Vivicore wins a contract for sale of asphalt from its Utah facility with a potential value of up to $250 million. So that's news that's just broke 3 minutes ago. and that's why the core's spiking. So don't chase this, wait for the setup. Get out from under my desk, you. I know you wanted attention. Right, that's a big move in a very short space of time. 200% up. How did we finish yesterday? We finished yesterday 7,500 net. So it was just shy of 9,000 gross on the day. Can't zoom out because I'm on the 1 minute. There's no trades there was no trades before 8:32, so there's nothing to zoom out to. If we look at it on the 5 minute, that's what we've got. There was nothing trading before that, so all brokerages will give you a paper trading account with your when you open an account with them. You don't even have to open them. You can go on to Trading View and paper trade with Trading View for free. But my advice is whatever platform you plan on trading with when you do it to put real money on the line, that's what you should paper trade with. That's the platform that you should practice with. So I want to see this break 5 again. What do I think on the market open? I'm a little bit cautious because the markets are all, whilst the green based on yesterday's close price, that's not necessarily a good, well, I say it's not necessarily a good thing. It doesn't necessarily symbolize a rally. What I mean by that is all the markets are still below the VWAP intraday, so they're still downwards trending, and until we see that the Nasdaq and the Dow and the rest of them are trading above the VWAP, I don't hold out much hope for a rally just yet. So I'm not sure, Finsky. I would like a little bit of a bounce or rally because yesterday was brutal. In fact, this last week has been brutal. So the last 3 days of last week, we had a bit of a bounce on Monday, and yesterday was probably the worst day of the 4 selling days. I'm using DAS Trader, so DAS is in Direct Access Software, and I use this platform. I use it with Interactive Brokers. The 2 brokers that I use are Interactive Brokers and Capital Markets Elite. I primarily trade intraday with Capital Markets Elite. They give me a little bit more margin than Interactive do, and the commissions are slightly cheaper than Interactive as well, but that's beside the point. But a lot of people don't like to trade with Capital Markets because they're an offshore broker, which means they're not regulated by in the UK or the US or whatever. The HQ is based in Trinidad and Tobago, I believe. Trinidad and Tobago. So I do recommend Interactive. Interactive I've never had any problems with, and you can trade with Dash Trader with Interactive as well. I've just bought 1,000 shares, starter position at 435. It's kind of getting in out just as it breaking over the VWAP. I hold to risking 35 cents. Breaks below $4. I want to see it bounce on $4. Moves up, I can then add to the position and scale in. Not looking to take profits on this just yet. I want to see it move back up towards $5. That's when I've been looking to take some profits. Or get out. Yes, maybe. Get out there. That pulled all the way back. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about, Finsky. I honestly don't, but okay. Hey Jack, welcome back. The high here is 425. So the next time it breaks, I'm going to wait for him, come back and retest the VWAP on this one. We could have got in there earlier, but yeah, you could have set it yourself. Question is, why am I that area? That's why. This one, that area. Don't know why that's. Must have loaded an old desktop. There we go. That's better. Okay, so what else is moving today? Let's have a look at where's my trading view? Look at here it is. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. I only need to look at Bitcoin because, let's face it, Bitcoin is the leader when it comes to. I'll have a look at it on the hourly. Oh, we're back up to 39 nearly. Had a bit of a rally overnight. I don't mind that. I do mind the sell-off yesterday though. The sell-off in line with the wider markets as well. Particularly the tech sector, because obviously crypto and the tech are interlinked somewhat. But Bitcoin is tapping 39 bucks. Got over it briefly, so it's trying to break back over 39,000. I wish it'd just make its mind up and go on a nice little bull run and get over 60. Come on. What you trading with, Matty? That's the question. Is if you trade, who you're trading with? Because if you're trading with a small broker, they might not carry these stocks. If you've got a broker that's carrying multiple exchanges, like doesn't concentrate on a specific exchange, if it's carrying FTSE and it's carrying the Hang Seng and it's carrying the DAC and it's carrying the Nasdaq and it's carrying everything, it'll only have a small subset of each market. If you that's a small broker. If you some of the big brokers like Interactive will carry all the markets and all the instruments. And what you want to be doing is finding a broker that does carry all the instruments that you want to trade, that you need to trade. These garbage stocks that we tend to trade on a daily basis, and I call them garbage stocks for a reason. These garbage stocks that we trade on a daily basis, they very often won't be carried by any of the app manufacturers, the finance apps like eToro or Revolut or any of these other, like whatever the other one was that was mentioned in the chat earlier. They're less likely to be carried by any of these smaller finance app or investing apps, invest.com or something like that. You want a specific broker that is going to cater to day traders or going to cater to active traders, not necessarily day traders, but active traders, swing traders, day traders, active investors, that kind of thing. Well, I don't know about that, Finsky. I mean, I can't watch a YouTube video where they're getting hit with at least 4 ads. You know, so it's not just going to TV. Yes, the more expensive, it's more expensive to advertise on TV, to place a commercial on TV, particularly prime time. But most companies have got wise and they're advertising on more niche platforms or social media platforms, or carrying adverts. I mean, this tickety talk for crying out loud is full of adverts lately. And YouTube is a huge stream for advertising. And the good thing about YouTube is if your channel's big enough, they share that revenue with the creator, not just keeping it for themselves. Whereas a lot of the broadcasters, they just keep it for themselves. They're not sharing it with any creators or anything, you know. So and I see that that's probably where the swing, you know, where the swing is as we move more to on-demand entertainment. That's where you're going to either have a subscription model for the on-demand entertainment, or you're going to have the commercials that subsidize those subscriptions. So Netflix, for example, it's only a matter of time before Netflix stops putting its prices up and starts putting commercials in before you start streaming everything. And I don't think any of us will be too happy at that. So that's Vivek. Let's zoom into this one. Cosmos Holdings is at 250. Mutex, Mutex. It's that little pop. I want to see this come back. I want to see this come down to the VWAP, use it as support, and then move up. Where I'm interested. I want to see a bit more volume in. What's Veru doing? Nothing. Yeah, so we're just waiting for a bit of volume, guys. Oh, who else thinks we might get a bounce today on the markets? Hey, Confakey. Let's have a look at Twitter. There's not a lot of range there, though, Confakey. TWTR, not TETR. If you think about Twitter, Elon's buying it. It's going to effectively, when that gets fully agreed and finalized, it will pop up to 54, and you'll not have much say in it, because he's buying it at 54, and it will become a private company. It will be owned. The problem that Elon has with Twitter, and it's like and this is why I would have been reluctant to invest long term in Twitter, is if you look at who the shareholders are, the board are not big stakeholders in Twitter, and I think the highest shareholder is like 2%, which is very unusual. Normally, a CEO is holding at least 5 to 10% of his own company, and with Twitter, none of the board were holding significant share size with the company. You've got to actually set yourself a question: is why? If you're a board member of a company, do you not believe in it enough to buy a significant shareholding of that company? It boggles the mind. I think every CEO, every C-level employee of a company, it should be, morally obligated to invest in that company with their own, from their own wallet. If they're not, then did they really believe in the company in the first instance? I mean, you've got to ask the question. Anyway, that's just me having a rant. Just me having my little moment. Well, Twitter might bounce here on the VWAP. Had 6 red candles in a row, then a doji. So we might get a little bounce. Not when I tried it though. Not enough volume. Well, everybody's saying that Elon's going to be buying Twitter, and it'll deplete a lot of his cash reserves. He's not going to buy it with his own money. He probably does have the money to buy it, but he's not going to be buying it with his own money. He'll finance it. That's what the rich do. They never buy anything with their own money. They buy everything with debt. They leverage the debt, and then that debt that they leverage, they can use to offset against tax or any interest that they're paying on that debt. They offset it against any tax payments that they have to make, and so Dogecoin doesn't have a potential. I mean, people saying Dogecoin potential, that's one of these meme things. It doesn't have a potential. It's a community coin. Dogecoin, ApeCoin, Shiba Inu, all of these coins, the real world utilities is flaky at best. The only reason they've been pumped to where they are is because of the community. They've got a very strong community behind it. Elon tweeted once about Dogecoin, and it went up like about 150x or something. And it's not going to go that much higher. It might make it to $1, You're not going to get Dogecoin outstripping the likes of XRP or XLM or Cardano or the established coins, Solana and things like that have real life utility, real world utility. Oh, we've got a nice little pop here. Let's have a look on the daily. Oh, there's not a lot to go off there on the daily. Let's have a look on the hourly. 928, 930. All right, so we're getting to pre-market highs now. Yeah, so get over 950. I'm interested again. For the setups. Hey, Amrit, I'm good. How's yourself? Well, why the surprise? We got this pullback, and then we had the move up. So rather than take it from, you know, where I should have taken it, which was a kind of $4, and I would have had a nice bump, I waited for the break of the VWAP and the follow through. We got the volume, so it was a nice setup. I just didn't take it early enough, in hindsight. And everyone's a top trader in hindsight. So I then exited, but you know, I gave it was it 25 cents or whatever it was. I gave it to the whole dollar and got out. So you look for the volume. We follow the volume. We're crowd chasers. As day traders, we're crowd chasers. We look for the volatility and we look for the volume, and if they match and they're in the same place, then we look for the patterns, and then we take the trade. Okay, so this one's not going to break out the way that I wanted right away, but we've got chance. Got in at 40. Then we had the move up and then the pull back, and now we want another move up. So this initial move up was 40 cents. Let's see if we can't get at least 20 on that. But the volume is pre-market. It's where the volatility is too, by the looks of it. Aside from the smaller price coins. Yeah, but I wasn't trading it at $1.70. I won't trade it at $1.70 serious. You know my rules as of last week. They were my rules before last week, but reinforced as of last week. I'm not trading anything under $3. And that one was is under $3 now, but it was over $3 when I traded it. Sometimes you get the pattern and it just doesn't break out, like now. Oh, this candle is 25. I was right. It's kind of my stop. Here's the break of 25 cents. Yeah. Get out there. We're still in profit, only just. You need it. Well, Interactive have a good selection of accounts, so it depends on what you're going to be using. Nuts. So if you're going to be day trading, get a margin account. If you're going to be investing, get a cash account. If you want long-term trading and you've got enough to put away into it, then get yourself a retirement account. So they call them different things depending on where you are. In Europe, it's like a SIP. In in the US, it's an IRA. It has different connotations here in Ireland, of course. Got back in there for the break of the high. I'm just going to hold that because it's not going to take any profits just yet. Well, it's good to see you making money. Why so? Yeah, they're a bigger company, but they're not a great company to trade with there, Matty, unfortunately. They limit you on on the platform you can trade with as well, which is I think a little bit narrow-minded or short-sighted. I'm going to give this 20 cents. 20 cents down. I want to get this up towards 10 bucks. So what we wanted to see. That's the position now. Scaling in. Our stop now is 950. A small loss at 950, but at $500 we're risking. Oh, here is 65. Do you know what? I forgot to. I didn't take those options. I got. I'll do that later. No, there's no rush on that. That's the beauty of options, is that yeah, the price might move, but I still think you'll get the bounce. Probably take them for the end of June. Actually, I might wait till the end of this month when I withdraw whatever profits, whatever meager profits I've made, and swing them on options. Recover from this huge sell-off. Thanks for reminding me, Alistair. Completely slipped my mind. Some stage today, I've probably been looking at Tesla and thinking, oh, I was gonna. But the market, Nasdaq's down on the day, so I would imagine Tesla's probably down as well. No, Nasdaq's just gone red. Doesn't bode well. We've got 25 minutes to the bell. I'm holding 5,000 shares of Mutex Health, NUTX. That's a strange snore. It really is. And why have you got your donut on upside down? When you wake up, I'll sort that out. Oh, I don't know about that, Alistair. Where's Josh today? Not seen Josh in the stream. He's probably still celebrating from his wins, from his gains yesterday. Will we get a breakout? Move on to 10. Will we break 10 bucks here now? Not so sure we will. I'll just take a little bit of profit if we get up there, just in case. Meeting a bit of resistance at that 990, so get out there. Yeah, break even. I was hoping for a run up on 10, but I don't mind getting out at break even. Break even is better than a loss. That's actually better than break even. What did I get out at? 61. So 5,000 shares at 50 bucks. Paid for itself. Paid for all the charges. So it's a scratch trade as far as I'm concerned. 1 cent. What else is moving? Nothing. What happened to the that's sold off. What happened to Cosmo? Don't know why I've got these on my watch list. That's sold off as well, so I need to remove them because they're below $3. They're going to distract me. Yeah, we'll just wait for something to start moving now. Mutex is pulling back all the way to the VWAP. Be a bounce here, so let's look for the candle to make a new high. Remember, 500 up at the moment. 500 a day, 5 days a week. That's 1250. 4 weeks of the month. 5 grand. 6-figure income. It's a margin account. Deezer. I'm just gonna call you Deezer because I'm not shouting out your name. It's a margin account. It just means you can hold you can hold long term. So if it's a portfolio margin account, it means that they will give you a better loan rate for the margin. So just go for a margin account, and you're able to actively trade that. You've got cash accounts, retirement accounts, your savings accounts, and margin accounts. Those are kind of the four that you're looking for with interactive. 36. Doji there, which is usually the change in sentiment we want to see. So we want to see 36, 936 as potential entry if we get volume follow through. So we got in at 38. Got a very tight stop there of the VWAP at 20. Very tight risk. So just entered for the break for the reversal and the bounce on the VWAP. Next candle to make a new high. It didn't follow through. So we're just giving it 18 cents. VWAP is our exit stop loss, if you will. 29.20. There we go. That went against us, so we're now from a little bit of a gain. I'll wait till the bell now. 15 minutes to the bell. Got a little bit of a gain. We're 400 down on the day, so you know not all these patterns break out 100% of the time. Just remember that. What's good at the services? Scotched eggs are usually not too bad. Kind of like a scotched egg. Oh, you mean on the stream? Right, okay, on trading. Right, okay. So the only thing really moving at the moment is Vivacor and Mutex Health. Mutex Health is a continuation from yesterday. Vivacor is on its way up. That's trying to make a curl up. Open handle maybe. Depth of this cup. 40 cents. Okay. It's interesting. Yeah, the dog's always snoring. She's lazy. Born idle is what she is. She's a lot healthier than she was, which is the main thing. I really need to go to church. So El Puno's just wrote, I've got 15 minutes drive to find a lay-by or services. Happy trading. And I read that when you've got a filthy mind and dyslexia, it's not a good combination. Because I read that is he's got 15 minutes to find a lady boy. Service him. So I think I need to go to church. What percentage of traders can trade pre-market? I wouldn't know, Alistair. It depends on the broker. If you go with a broker that allows you to trade pre-market, all of them. I don't know. Maybe that's what El Puno's looking for at the services. I don't know, but that's what I read. Like I say, a filthy mind and dyslexia don't go together at all. Yeah, Inverse Kramer is quite an interesting account. It actually, the predictions that Inverse Kramer makes are actually more accurate than Kramer himself, you know. Oh, here we go. Tesla. I knew someone was going to ask me about Tesla today. So Tesla is 884. What did I say to get calls for? 950, I think it was. Said buy calls for 950 for the end of June. Yeah, it went up to... We've had a pre-market high of 907, so I think 950 is a good call to make. In fact, you probably get them for the end of May would be a good price. Hang on a minute, I'm just going to do it now. Let me log into my interactive brokers. Right, Tesla. Options chain. June the 3rd. Right, okay. 45 bucks. 950. Can't buy them yet. Market's not open. Okay, so I've got the options chain open, but it's I can't buy yet. But the last trade calls for 950 were June the 3rd. 950 strike calls were 45 bucks on Tesla, so I'll think I'll lock in a few of those. Look at about 3 contracts to see how it goes. Maybe a few more. We'll see. Josh, are commissions different pre-market? They shouldn't be. Oh, Rich, she's nearly 2. She'll be 2 in August. But she's a chow chow. Well, I think she's a chow chow. Someone told me the other day she was a dragon. But, you know. The orange bars. Oh, on the side, indicator on the side, these orange bars, that's price by volume. Or volume by price. Indicators are, you can see what indicators I've actually got on the chart here. I've got the VWAP and volume by price. This one's volume by price. I've got the actual just volume bars on the histogram at the below, but this is volume by price. This tells me the green and the orange. So the orange is what has been bought on the downtick, and the green is what's been bought on the uptick. And then of course you've got the full volume of it at that particular price. It gives me an indication of sentiment at a particular price, and it gives me an indication of where the bag holders are as well. Yeah, Cosmos might be might move, but we'll see. If it breaks $3, I might be interested, but until it does, I'm not. I'm going to stick to my plan. We've got 7 minutes to the open. Let's map out some key levels here. 1 minute, see them out. Well, $10 is our. So we'll look at 950 and we're looking at $10. Those are the key levels on this one. Or we're looking at $9. Interesting. Yeah, so quarter, half, and whole dollars. Important levels. It's been a quiet couple of weeks until the open. I mean, how many times have you seen me trade pre-market this last week? Probably not as much as I normally would do. Monday, obviously, in early with NKTX, but there's not a lot moving pre-market. Vivacor's moving. Might put some key areas here as well. Pre-market high of 550s. Got this level here, which was just about to break. Got the VWAP. Got that twice, so 5 minutes to the bell. Yeah, we're definitely. Let's get over 2,000 likes before the bell, guys. We've got 5 minutes to the bell. Everybody tap the screen 10 times, 12 times. We've not quite got 50 people in the stream, so 12 times. Let's get us over 2,000 likes before the bell rings. See if we can't get this stream pushed out. More people. Not so profitable today. We've had a couple of really good days, but today's not one of them so far. Not too worried about $400 in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, so NKTX, we're not getting a continuation, but it took until, what was it, about 11:30 before that started to do a reverse. It sold off and then they did a reversal yesterday. And Mutex Health bounced at $9. little bit more of a pronounced bounce. If you look at it from the 5 minute, comes down $9. So $9 is the area on this one. Now let's 3 minutes to the bell. Might see, oh, Rivian, low volume. Might see some movers. A little bit of patience is what's needed. Quite a few names just popping up on the scanners that you know, I've not traded for quite some time, but they're old former runners. Mavis, EWAC, well, I traded that a couple of days ago, but Rivian, Snow. Sky Harbor was hard to trade yesterday. It's too choppy. All right, 2 minutes to the bell. So we've got top gapper is above $3 is VIVK, and then Mutex Health, Vivacore and Mutex Health. Those are the two top gappers pre-market. We've marked out our areas, so we might have a gap and go. We'll see. Okay, let's 30 seconds to the bell. Be able to see that there is a delay on the stream by me saying that. If you're watching the market in real time, you'll see that me calling 30 seconds to the bell, and when it actually goes live on my thing will be slightly after when it goes live on your screen. So 5 seconds. Here we go. Bounce at support at $9 there with Mutex. The IVK not really making a move yet. Oh, the Nasdaq's shooting up. NKTX is over $17. Peru's back above the VWAP, testing $13. We've got our little opening range handles, dojis. Not very indecisive at the moment, so we need to know which way it's going to go. That doji doesn't tell us anything. It just tells us what range the bulls and the bears are battling them in between. Level $0.5. That's what I'm looking for. The break of $0.5 on volume. Do this up, testing the highs. But $10 is key, psychological, but it's also that high level. Got stopped out there. I made a little bit. Right, okay. NKTX, look at that. Get in this one. Okay, don't mind that pullback. Mutex selling off, broke lows on the day. Peru is above $13 now. I need to change my scanners over to regular market. The whole market fell off a cliff yesterday, so don't worry about Tesla. Tesla will come back, as will the rest of the market. Thoughts on Tough Built? It's had a good couple of days, but I don't know too much about the company from a long-term perspective, so I couldn't tell you about fundamentals on it. The Nasdaq's looking strong today, so you watch for a Tesla, Microsoft, all of those to make it. If Nasdaq keeps moving up, they will move up in sympathy. Yeah, okay, you would get it. You're dreaming and peacefully. So, looking at Repligen. Yeah, Tesla's breaking highs. Tesla's breaking highs right now, and so's Neo. Funnily enough, I'm getting all these coming through on the signals from Benzinga. Well, you can buy and hold Twitter right now, and when the sale goes through, you'll get $54 for it. It's a question of how long it's going to take. I'm not Australian. Bobby, I'm actually British. And no, I don't talk like that, because nobody talks like that, despite what most Americans think. You missed me talking about your ladyboy that you were going for, El Puno. You were going getting serviced by a ladyboy, apparently. What you wrote in the chat earlier, you were looking for a lay-by or services. That my filthy mind and dyslexia kicked in and combined, and I read it as that you were looking for a ladyboy to be serviced. So, hey Metro. Break of 9. Just go up to 10. It's time. Getting stopped out. Give it 20 cents. That break. But it's not following through. So where's the momentum? And he's really giving me some jip today. Probably one of those choppy days, isn't it? Where I'm just getting lots of little losses. Will add up. Just gonna sit and wait for some momentum. No point taking the trades. These pattern setups are just not breaking out for me, so looking for the trades to take. Wait for the momentum to kick in. If you look at Tesla, there you go. I was trying to... Alright, let's have a look at that options chain again. I was going to buy calls for Tesla. How much are they now? $9.50 calls. No, that's not too bad. Yep. Right. A second. See how far this pulls back. Yes, I am, Kobe. I'm starting to make a move on. Zoom into that. Watch this. 60. Bounce on the VWAP, hold it as support, move up, break 362. Out. Yeah, the thing is, I've learned to, where Tesla and Elon are concerned, I've learned to just forget about logic. Books is important. We've got 9 bucks resistance here. We've got the VWAP there, so this is a difficult one to judge when to get in. Where this has been trading. Break of 9. Yeah, fundamentally, Tesla's way overpriced, but you know the analysts have been saying that for months, and it just keeps going up. When you look at Tesla, it's not a car company; it's a data company. It's an information. It's a tech company. $62. Well, the break of highs, then a quick pullback spike. Break of highs. I want to get up there. A little bit of breathing space. got a halt up at 4.36, so it's got a long way to go before we've got to break $4. That's the $4 mark. It's got 10,000 shares in this, and we're just riding it up. We've got a stop at 390, so made at the moment at least $3,000 locked in, even though it's not showing. Is day trading profitable for me? Yeah, if you suffer from anxiety or stress, you're averse to stress, then day trading's not for you. But yeah, it's profitable. Made over $300,000 this year alone. So my current profits on the year since January are 314,000 so far. That's my current profit position on the year. Which after 4 months is just shy of where I want to be. So I'm targeting myself to do 7 figures in trading revenue this year. I'm slightly behind that. So after 4 months, I should be at about 350 to get me over that 7 figures. There we go. Oh, we're $1,500. We're $1,500 in profit now. So we're green on the day. New high is 420. Adopt you. Now I've got kids of my own that always got the hands in the, hands out. Well, it's not Lambo money, Rich. Got to pay the tax man with that as well. Put 5,000 in there. I've got 15 cents risk. We had the pullback, and then first candle to make a new high was this one, but we've not had the volume follow through for the run up. So just put a stop in at $4. Yeah, well, I think that's something that you got to put into context as well there. If Elon can't afford it, there we go. That's a stop. So a little bit of a loss. It's a small loss. Struggling at 420. We've tapped that twice now. Let's have a look at Mutex health. Oh wow, it's got a breakout. Where do I get an entry here? See support at 10. We're looking for the break of $10 again. Peru's gone green on the day. Been waiting for that to make a run. Back up to 1320s. I'll get to your question in a second. I'm sorry, I'm not providing running commentary at the moment. I do apologise, but I'll get to your second question in a second. Look for the move up past 10 again. Okay, so NKTX on a fraction. It's just moving sideways, NKTX at the moment. So it's 1730s. It needs to, if that gets up to $20, there's a huge window to 24, which could be, and we've got a nice little flat top there at 1740 on NKTX, and it's an ascending wedge, so that's an interesting pattern. Very, very bullish. Pull that up now whilst this is pulling back. NKTX, if we just zoom out a little bit, see this ascending wedge. We've got the flat top here at 1740, and then higher lows, which is a very bullish pattern. Well, the thing is with the rich, they don't default on debt; they just get more debt. I do trade options. I've, you know, I'm just waiting on Tesla. I'll be buying some options later this week. Said 950 would be a good call, but I'm just going to wait till Friday, and then I'll move some money around and buy some options for June the 3rd. I'll see how it stacks up. How do I do fundamental analysis? Depends on what position I'm taking. Intraday, I'm not really worried about fundamentals, Hugo. Not too worried about fundamentals from an intraday perspective. I'm more concerned with the technicals. It tapped $20 before then being rejected. It absolutely. But what I'm saying is it needs to get to $20, and then there's a big window to 24. Right now we've got this breakout here. I'm just a little bit late too. I was set that flat top at 1740. I was a little bit late to the break. Really distracted by the chat in the stream. Should have been in. I got in at 64, so I've missed 24 cents of that move. A little bit disappointed in my trigger finger there. The high of day is 17. It's a $0.75, so it's 1778 is the high. This candle, yeah, 1778. If it breaks 1778, it will break 18. I'm confident. And momentum trading, that's tends to what intraday traders do. We jump on a trend and use that trend. When a stock's moving in a particular trend, a pattern. I'm a pattern breakout trader is essentially what I am, but the patterns I trade tend to be based on trend patterns, based on momentum. Well, I'm long biased, so I look for stocks that are moving up with momentum, with volume and velocity. I do like those V words: volume, velocity, volatility. We're just in for 5,000 shares at the minute. Bought in at 64 as opposed to 40. The breakout was 40 and I was slow to the trigger. I need to get better at the trigger, or I'm going to start setting stop buys. You can set a stop buy order, so a trigger order, if you will, that reaches a certain level and buys in for you. So I'm going to start doing that, especially on these flat top breakouts. What I've seen with this one over the last 2 days is that when it starts trending, it really respects the VWAP. I'm going to add to the position for the next entry opportunity, bring my average down. Just holding till 1720. For a 6-cent spread, come on. It's closer. The average is closer there than what where I originally wanted to get in. Get the bounce on the VWAP. Normally, this stock's been, the way this stock's been trading, it's been respecting the VWAP fairly well, so I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce here. But if it continues to sell, then obviously we get out at 17.10. Just added to the position there to get in at my original anticipated buy price, which was 17.40. So my average cost now is 17.47. Very choppy market, guys. Just be careful. VIVK's got a lovely flat top at 420. If you're watching VIVK, there's a lovely flat top at 420, ready for a breakout right now. What did I just do? Like an idiot. Never mind. Get that back. Supposed to press Alt Control and I only pressed Alt. So that's okay, I don't mind. It doesn't alter the fact at all. Still need to get above 1750. Right here, 1760. That's the goal. Set the stop at 10 cents down. Yeah, this is really coiling. I'll just set the stop there, so I'm okay. I can show you this. So it's really coiling at 420. Look at this, which tapped it. It's finding this resistance at 420. When we get a breakout, that's going to break out with big volume. That's VIVK. Well, if you've got profits, lock in your profits, Kobe. The IVK 420s. Breaks 420. That's going to be a good move. I think you're probably going to get, say, a good 40 cents on that move. It'll go to 450, probably 460 if it breaks 420. Going to move this this stop up 26. Okay. 30 seconds. There you go. It's 5 cents. In this $half resistance. Breaking above it. Bit more. Come on. A few more buyers. $17.55 is a big. It's going to be a big level. That's that trend line. Looks like this is going to stop me out for a small loss. So if it does, it does. We'll get into something else. What else is moving? The IVK rejected at 420. Probably come back up. An 8-cent spread on this one at the minute in KTX. Don't like the spreads. It's the high of this 52. So 52, 55 is what I said, but 52, we'll take that. Breakout, there you go. That's matched the previous 5-minute candle. Needs to break higher than that, so 55, and we could get the breakout. Need to hit that trend line. Might be a bit of resistance at that trend line. Ooh, just got a little bit of a breakout now. Rejection. Stopped out. Yeah, having one of those bride's nighty days. Bride, you know, a day like a bride's night game. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Let's see what else is moving. Oh, that moved really volatile yesterday. Forge. No. Oh, buy or break, come back, and hopefully there'll be something with a bit of momentum that we can take advantage of. Patience is the key. Okay, guys, so what else is moving there? VIVK. See that back above $4. 420 is the area we want to watch with that one. I'm not seeing anything halt today. Have we had any halts today? Good question. OS2, yeah, we did. Not a huge amount. Okay, let's get scanners back up. Right, where we're looking. What's moving, guys? Is anybody trading anything? Is it just, it's just so sideways? I mean, all of these stocks, they're give or take 20 cents. They've just been ranging from where they opened. It's a difficult one. The IVK is probably the only one that made the move upwards. Nasdaq, yeah, that was your Nasdaq. You had a nice little rally, and now it's about to go red on the day. And the Russell, similar sort of thing. The S&P 5, similar sort of thing. Yeah, Dow Jones, same sort of thing. So just gone red on the day. So I'm hoping that we don't get another big sell-off like we have over the last how many days? Monday being the exception, or Tuesday being the exception. I was right the first time. Monday, I'm losing my days. I'm glad I held off on buying those Tesla calls. Currently $48. Tesla. I'll wait. We could see a bit more of a sell-off. I think those calls are going to be even cheaper. Lycee, I'll have a look at Lycee for you. 685, it's up 5% on the day. 686. Not huge moves. The range isn't really there to take advantage of. You want the volatility. There's not enough volatility there. It's moved 40 cents in the last hour. About 45 minutes since the open. I believe we're only 45 minutes in. I'm $500 down. So I've been $1,500 up, $500 down to $2,500 up, $400 down, whatever. It's proving challenging. No problem. I mean, Lycee is. I don't know if it's something you're in long term. I can have a look at the more long term chart if you want, just for your benefit. So Lycee, that's the 1 minute. If you look at it from a 60-minute perspective, it's just choppy. That's just nothing but choppy. It'll have a rally, it'll have a sell-off. It'll have a rally, it'll have a sell-off. I mean, Look at it on the daily. It's nothing but chop. It's been selling off since mid-March though. It's very choppy. It's a long-term downwards trend since the start of the year. Livesey. It's not looking like it. It's not a great daily chart at all, actually. So if you're looking long-term, you don't like it, that's down to you. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But on the 1 minute, there's just not enough range. Not volatile enough to get predictable intraday trades. Cosmos sold off since the open. So this is what's happened since the open. We've had the high kind of touching $3, 290s pre-market, and then it's just sold off ever since. We had this little bounce into the open and then sell off, so it's now under $2. But Cosmos not looking great. Still up on the day, don't get me wrong, still at over 80% up on the day, but all the action took place, all the bullish action took place in pre-market or out of hours trading. So this is people take profits now. Well, if you're looking for day trading, you've come to the right place. That's what I'm doing. And for day trading, we need volatility and we need volume. We need volatility that's underpinned by volume. So the predictable, what we're getting right now is, which is why it's easier to trade in a trend, because right now we're getting a lot of that sideways chop, and that's why we're up, we're down. My P&L graph would look very much like some of these stocks. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. If I look at the Mutex Health, for example, on the zoom out. So this is what my P&L looks like. It's up slightly, down, then up, then down. Let's have a look at wider 5-minute chart. Not looking like anything. Mutex Health, MKTX. I mean, that is just very choppy. And we made the move up, didn't sustain, and that's what we get when we get these, you know, indecisive markets, sideways markets. You don't get the sustain, you don't get the follow through. The last 2 days have been great for trading. We had the parabolic movers with the follow through. Well, Vivek's not moving. It's up at 130%, but it's finding it difficult to get past that 420 level. So we're watching Vivek Vivekor to get past this 420 level. APTY, I'll have a look at that for you. Or not. Don't know what. Okay. Well, this is day trading. Sometimes you have bad days, sometimes you have good days. If I finish $500 down today, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to cry about being in the red to you know, less than $1,000. So right now it's looking like a small red day unless we get some momentum. And now what's been happening these last couple of days is we've had something pop up around 10:30, 11:30 market time. We get, yeah, we're looking at a bit of a bounce on the Nasdaq and the rest. So we'll get a bit of a bottom bounce here, but then it's going to get rejected at yesterday's close. Oh, be quiet with you. My goodness, you sound like a bloody tractor. Did it break that foot? Oh, nice. That's what happens when you're not watching it. Now to get into it now, we'll be chasing. We've got a 30-cent move. Classic flat top breakout though. So, and then it got rejected at the $half level. So we've got, I need to pull up my trading view. Looking at my trading view chart for, oh wow, there's a lovely window here from 464, massive window up to 640s, 630s. Watch this, 460s. It's worth getting in just to see the window to 640s. Huge window where it gapped down back in March. I want to see this break 464. We had a high of 460, 465 back in February, and before that the lows were 634. So a huge window of opportunity now if it breaks 460. Blue sky setup almost. And a nice little flat top forming at the $half level. A little trigger order in there. Put tractor, absolutely. I'm going to go back up and try and test this $half, I think. Okay, I'm just watching this now. I've put the trigger order in for 452. I don't want to get 451 and reject it as I've done before, so I'll put it for 452 and we should see the breakout. Gets above 460s, then, like I say, that looking at it on trading view, huge window of opportunity. Pull this across so you can see. Yeah. So this is Vivic on TradingView. You can see here we've got 464 is the high. Then we've got this huge window with virtually no resistance. So let's see. If it breaks 460, we could be in business. It is fairly interesting. Been selling off. It's been kind of sideways before. It was up towards $9-10, and then that big gap down in February. Been consolidating since then, and this is the first time it's bounced up. But we could see a significant move up if it breaks that entry to that window. What else is moving up? That's just it, really. Ivacor and Mutex Health are the main movers on the day. There's not much moved over 15% all day. Well, above $3. Well, the Nasdaq did try to get green, but now it's selling off again slightly, slowly. Red box trying to make a move up. A bit of volume coming into red box. EWSC getting a little bit of volume. Yeah, we're struggling for things to trade today. Right now, we had a few things to trade earlier, but it didn't go our way. But right now, we're struggling to find something decent. And NKTX is still looking reasonably strong. It's in that consolidation phase after such a big move on Monday. That could still come good. Very slowly losing its gains. Mutex. Consolidation day today, maybe. The run tomorrow, we'll see. Ouch. I could have a look at Cosmos again. Cosmos not doing anything. Below $2 now. That's continued sell-off. What else do we want to see? MDR. Huh? What stock's that? What exchange is that on? I'm not picking it up. Right. What's the crypto market looking like, guys? Well, with the exception of XRP, crypto's not having a bad day. Not having a great day, but it's green. Bitcoin's up 1%. Ethereum's up fractionally. Yeah, not a lot moving. Those 950 calls are getting cheaper by the minute. $47. That's $60. Still, it's not bad. 20k on that. Should come good. Getting a bit of a lull in activity right now. So let me have a look. Whilst I'm on stream, I'm waiting on some confirmation from somebody. Okay. So that order. Gets back up to 450. We'll look at it again. Yeah, which one? Which one, Jack? Still a good investment, I think, in the long run. ARK Invest. Oh, we're making another run on the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq's making another move up, trying to get green on the day. Got the whole double bottom going on there, so we might get up to the VWAP. Got 2 points, maybe. Yeah, so we might get up to the VWAP on this push. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, you've got the double bottom here. Well, it's, you know, the W shape. So the depth of that is the kind of two points there. So we could get two whole points. Get up to the VWAP, then reject at the VWAP maybe. We'll see. Nothing jumping out at me right now. Here, low volume. So I've got a couple of movers, but they just start on low volume. Tempest, look at that. It's just, we've not even had 500,000 shares traded on Tempest yet, so that's not great. But it's moving up. You can't trade it if it's not got the volume. We need volume. here. No volume there either. Not enough volume here. It's not one of those follow through days. Let's have a look at DWAC. What's the price action like? Last time I traded this, the spreads were awful. Yeah, they're still awful. The 25 cents. This is the thing with DWAC. This is why I don't like trading it. The spreads are awful. For a $40 stock and it's like 25 cent spread, that's just, it's not good. Too risky. Okay. I get some of these coming back now. Got here. Well, you're always welcome. Alistair's missus. And Mutex hit Vesper again? What do you mean? What do you mean, Darren? Vesper? You mean VWAP? It's on the VWAP right now. Zoom in so we can see it better. Question is, will we get a nice little VWAP bounce here? Pull back for 950. $48, $9.49. This is quite volatile now. What's the spread on it? ETX 3-4 cents. Well, you know, it can pull back and it's below the VWAP now. If it makes a run back above the VWAP, it can make a comeback later in the day. Well, we're getting into that stage now. It's coming up towards 11 a.m. market time where the volume starts to die out a little bit. We end up start trading on lower volume. Mutex doesn't look strong enough. I think I'm just gonna come back in about an hour, I think. See what's happening. I'll stream for another 20 minutes, see if anything happens, and then I'll just come back later for power hour, I think. This stage, there's nothing really exciting me right now here. Just Let's have a look. It's on good relative volume. The question is there a catalyst? Still not high volume, and it's still a lower price stock. There is a catalyst. Ampus Therapeutics to raise 15 million in equity financing. $7 million float. Get a bit of volume in, that could be interesting, but right now it's just not enough there for me to be really interested. What did Vivek do? Vivacor sold off to below $4 now, so again, have to watch that above $4. Needs to get above $4.60 ideally. Mutex ejected at the $0.5 level there. Okay, TX made a lovely reversal yesterday. We'll get a similar kind of thing today. Exactly. We'll see. Black box stocks. A catalyst to this, do we know? There we go. Black box stocks surged 182% since March. Short squeeze. Joint ventures and records revenues fuel the rally. Right on time. Okay. Only a 9 million float stock as well, so might be worth watching. That's 47, 10:47. We've got 2 minutes to wait. There's nothing else worth noting, so may as well have a watch. Did you get the last halt? Nice one. It's looking like it's going to it's going to gap up as well. It's going to gap up over $5. So it's halted at 475. If I've got a resumption at 514, so get ready to take profits, Squib. Not sure what setup you got on that though. I don't see where you got your entry, but fair play to you. Second halt. First halt was 59. Got a resumption at 68, so that's almost 10 cents up. But I'm seeing a good 30 cents, 40 cent move up by the looks of it. Just be careful if you're thinking of trading something like this. Just be wary that you don't want to be chasing the move. For those of you that are new to the stream, just remember, most people that trade, like me today, I'm slightly down on the day, I'm $500 down today. Most people that trade didn't go how I wanted it to. I expected it. Level 2 lied to me. next halt is over $5, so. $190. The high, that candle. Most people that get involved in the stock market lose money. They don't trade with a strategy. They approach it with a gambling mindset. So don't put money into the market that you can't afford to lose. You want to learn how to trade the market profitably, and I am profitable. Made almost $9,000 trade profit yesterday and $23,000 on Monday. So if you want to learn how to do that, check the links in the link tree in the bio. If you want to know where to find the stocks to trade, I use Benzinga. That's in the middle of the screen here that I'm that's going mental at the moment. These are Benzinga scanners. So black box didn't resume with the volatility that we expected it to, but that's normal. Everybody jump. I hope Cardano will go up. I'm hoping all my positions will go up. Cardano's the only actually XRP is very close to going red on my position right now as well. But if it continues to go move down. But I'm really considering whether I should exit my XRP position. I'm bullish on XRP in the long term. It's just this court case moving into next year is going to be. I could put my equity into something else that is actually moving. Put it into Solana or Polkadot or something. Selling off now. Going back up this cup and handle. Get ready. Cup and handle breakout. Asking a bit much. 50 cents certainly isn't. Do we all know how to trade cup and handles? That's the question. That didn't go according to plan. Completely faked out. Ouch. That's painful. A lot of selling going on there. A lot of selling going on. Why is all crypto so low at the minute? Stock 1910. We're just going through a consolidation period at the minute. But they will all come good. I mean, those larger cap coins, they're a good long-term investment in my book. That was painful. Look, you get caught in a flush like that, you lose 4 grand. Oh, didn't lose 4,000. How much did I lose? 5,000. Yeah, close to 4,000. 3,500. There you go. I'll be careful. One more trade, and if it goes against me, I'm going to call it a bad day. Max loss 5,000. For now, don't want to be. We've got 2 trading days left after today. I don't want to be setting up a. Don't want to be setting up a string of defeats, shall we say. That's it. Done. That's me done for the day. Okay, well, you've just joined as I'm about to end the stream there, El Puno, but I've hit my max loss on the day. I'm not trading no more. That flush has just annoyed me. So we're 5,000, nearly 6,000 down on the day, and I've got 5 more minutes left. You know, I commit to 3 hours streaming a day, and that's what I'm going to do. But it's important that when things do go against you, I mean, look at that. That's just we had the lovely move up. We had this resistance level here of 950. It broke it. We entered at the break of 950. We got the huge volume, and it flushed down, and it flushed down hard. And we took 5,000 shares there, and ouch is all I can say on that one. So I tried to take another one for the bounce. Here, first candle to make a new high, which was this one, and that went against me as well. So as far as I'm concerned, it's one of those days that I'm just going to put down to a red day. And yeah, I won't be trading Power Hour tonight. I'll be watching the football. So you know, easy come, easy go. The good news is we're still green on the week. Red days happen. You've got to get used to having red days if you're going to be trading the markets. Today's a very difficult, very choppy day to trade. You've got to be. We started off. We were up. We were down. We were up. We were down, and we weren't huge amounts. So we came into this trade. I think we were 500 down on the day, which isn't by anyone's stretch of the imagination. It isn't a bad day. Well, for me, it isn't a bad day because we can make 1,000 in a single trade, so we can make that back in a single trade. But to lose 5,000, that's my max loss now. I'm not. I'm just going to cut it. We're still, you know, we're still over 50 grand in equity. We're still over 20 grand profit on the month. So I can't grumble. I'm just not going to dig myself any bigger holes than I have to. So first red day in how long? Let me just have a look at my trading view stats. Where's my trader view? Let's have a look at this month. Reports. Calendar. Yeah, so this is April. So we've not had a red day since. I mean, this is my performance in April. Pull this up. So we've not had a red day since the 8th. That's when we were down. On the 11th, we had $4,200 in our account. If you recall, we had the 2 big red days. We had $4,200 coming into this day. So to have 11 green days in a row. That's really good, consistent trading. As far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with that. Today's going to be my first red day since, so 1 in 12. But I can't grumble with that. We've made a good recovery on the month after a very poor start. So good recovery on the month. We've got 2 more trading days. So tomorrow we'll look to make back what we lost today. That's not going to be the intent, but hopefully we'll make back what we lost today and then some. And maybe Friday finish off on a high, and we'll know what our wages are for the month. So with that, I think I'll end the stream. So thanks for joining, guys. I really appreciate your company. And as always, I do show my losses with my winners. I think I have to be as transparent as possible. If I'm not transparent, then there's something seriously wrong. And if you do want to learn how to lose $5,000 in 30 seconds, then join the course. Actually, show you how not to lose $5,000 in 30 seconds. But you know, like I say, easy come, easy go. We made over $30,000 this week before today. It's the 3rd day, so losing 5,000 off of 30,000's worth of gains is not the end of the world. I always keep saying that the best way to approach this is when you do have a setback, you zoom out. If you have a losing trade, you zoom out on the day. Am I still profitable on the day? If you're red on the day, am I still profitable on the week? If you're red on the week, am I profitable on the month? And if you're red on the month, do I still have time to make it a profitable month? You're constantly zooming out, and you know, keep an eye on what your performance is like. Are you getting in for the right reasons? Are you getting it as you're managing your risk in the right level? So here, because I couldn't even manage my risk on this one, the risk here would have been around the VWAP, but it flushed so quick, there was no way to do that. So I entered for the break, and it was the right setup. The big cup and handle, if I zoom out a little bit, you've got a lovely cup and handle. There's your cup and there's your handle, and they've got the look for the breakout. And just got faked out. That happens from time to time. No pattern is 100% perfect. So yeah, I'll put that down to a red day. They happen. I'd rather they happen and we just move on and have 2 more green days this week and continue to be profitable on the month. So with that said, I'll end the stream, and thanks for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Same time.